Let's start with a follow along. Raise both eyebrows. Drop your left, now drop the right. Raise the left, raise the right, drop both. Open your mouth, show your teeth, clench your teeth, add one brow. Reset. Give me a stank face, a confused face, an annoyed face. Do you feel the difference between each face? At Steezy, we believe that whether you are a beginner or advanced, an expressive or reserved dancer, being a great performer isn't exclusive to any one type of personality or skill level. So after you watch this video, you should take my beginner and advanced dance classes on Steezy Studio I made specifically to help you grow in your performance capabilities. Because while techniques and foundations are crucial, like the ones we talked about in this video,
texture is the physical representation of the way a move feels to the eye.
strong performance is what truly takes a dancer to the next level. In this video, we're gonna focus on facial performance, or facials, because it's often something you're expected to figure out on your own. For some, it comes naturally, but for most, we gotta practice. I'm gonna skip over the obvious yet important fact that confidence matters. You know that. Let's get into the specifics. Firstly, breath control is a game changer. Let me explain. Facial expressions are primarily responses to emotions. And when we dance, we need to mimic those feelings closely. Using breath is one of the best ways to emulate emotional tendencies. It's a tool to put your body into that state of mind. You're acting. For example, if I'm gonna do a dance and the music and the movements are heartbroken and deeply sad, you're gonna wanna match your breathing to that emotion. What does it feel like to be in that mental state? I'm gonna do a simple movement and emotion, and I want you to try that move and the breathing pattern with me. Remember, you're sad, so let's get into that mental state. Follow along. Your inhales are deep, like you're gasping for air, and your exhales shudder. I know it feels pretty silly, but trust me and try a few more breathing patterns. Okay, your character is cocky. You feel way cooler and better than everyone else around you, so much so that you're disgusted with everybody else. Lay your cocky facial foundation by getting into that cocky mental state. Give me some eyebrow, like ew. A bit of nose scrunching, lightly open mouth, now your breath. Use a calm, unfazed inhale, not too deep, and then a sharp exhale, like you're scoffing. Nice, let's do another. You're letting out your rage. You feel powerful. Make a face like you're about to scream. Take a deep inhale, and if you can, scream. But if that would be too loud, release a light hiss while your mouth is open in a screaming position. These emotions and characters complemented by honest and realistic breathing patterns help you create authentic facial performances while dancing. The next tip to improving facial performance is understanding resistance and strain. Not everything about facials has to do with our emotion. Often our expression, breath, and posture changes as a reaction to bodily strain. When we are lifting, pushing, or pulling something really heavy, or moving through something that is really frictiony, what does your face do? When we utilize textures in dance, we are pretending to feel something. For example, if we were to texturize this movement and pretend like we're moving through plastic wrap, our face should reflect the effort needed to push through that resistant, stretchy material. Remember, we're acting. We want the audience to believe that we're moving through something even though they can't see it. Let's do a move where you're acting like you're lifting and throwing a 50-pound weight. You'll probably get a little double chinny, bunched up face with a hard push of your breath. What if the move that you were doing had zero resistance, like you're in space? Probably like you're barely putting any effort. Your breath is normal. Imagine putting intense facials on this. It just doesn't make as much sense, and it's inauthentic to the reality of the movement. As dancers, we are storytellers, artists, vibe setters. But dance is not all about replicating reality. Even if realistic breathing patterns and imitating strain do help us convey relatable human emotions, the reality is that in any art, rules are meant to be broken and bent. What, just because this move is intense, my face has to be intense? No. What matters most is that you're able to convey your intention and story through your movements and expressions. A single move can be done in an infinite amount of ways. And that means that your expressions can be expressed or not expressed in order to further a story. Humans are complex, and that means that you can use those complexities to bring depth to your performances. Okay, before we wrap this up, here's some extra rapid fire tips to improve your facials. Where your eyes are directed matters. Want to project to a big group? Look right above the audience in the horizon. Want to connect with a single person? Look at them in the eyes directly or at a certain body part. Want to make the audience feel like they're a part of your world? Look around at the invisible environment only you can see, but they can't. What you wear changes your facial performance, from the way clothes make you feel all the way to makeup, which literally changes the way that your face looks. You can use a variety of external mediums to enhance and adjust your facial performance. Find what works best for you and your goals for each performance situation. What looks good and what feels good are different. Many of your positions and expressions are not going to feel natural, and that's okay. Try using a mirror or recording yourself when practicing, and consistently choose to be okay with feeling whack or even a little silly. When you can face yourself like that, you will grow into a much more experienced performer. Experiment and have fun. Not everybody expresses emotions in the same way. There may be certain moods or vibes that resonate with you more than others. Find what your favorite and most natural facials are, or be a chameleon and try to become a master of all. If you're ready to put what we learned into training, click the link in the description to take my performance-focused classes on Steezy Studio, along with many other recommended lessons. I'm Danielle Moulton. Thanks for watching.